Up in the clouds and down in the cities, through dark alleys and the trees, whispers travel. Speaking of spirits still living on Earth, welcome into the Hunter House.
No?
Would you like boss music on my kalimba?
No boss music on the kalimba.
Oh,
I can play
not
boss
even
music
that?
on the melodica. You guys
No, God, please, no, fuck.
You got- This is Italia.
You know what? This is how it's starting. I'm not recording a better intro. This is how the whole podcast is starting. Sorry.
My kalimba away.
I keep my melodica next to me at all times. You're gonna
I
hate
could have started with ukulele, but Lou would have gone mad. Anyway, let's go.
Okay.
So I meant to listen to the Adventure Zone to see how they started that, but I'm just gonna start by reading the intro to the campaign because
Do they have any professionalism though? It's fucking the McElroy.
Don't. Okay. McElroy.
Wing it.
I can't say words.
McElroy.
I can't speak English. I'm sorry.
There's so many people. How many people are here? 6
5,
people.
6.
It's 6
There's
including.
6
I don't
people.
count.
We're very loud. I'm so sorry to the podcast audience.
Well, I'm gonna have to edit it. Apologize to me. So everyone has a basic idea of what we're doing, but nobody knows any of the other characters except Ashelza has read those character bios you gave me. And no one knows Ashelza's character's name for good reason.
Ooh.
That's all you need to know.
Mystery.
Mystery. So, they say that word of mouth spreads fast in small towns, and it attracts all kinds. Everyone is already busy at work as it reaches the mid-morning on this gloomy August day. Flyers can be seen all around the sleepy businesses our heroes inhabit, stapled to a phone pole, hung in a bakery window, pinned to a community board, and left on a pharmacy counter. The flyer is one for Hunter House. It reads simply, "Got ghosts? Hunter House, supernatural research help wanted. 100 pounds a week, free room and board. Requirements, you are okay at running, strong stomach and constitution. No previous experience necessary. First aid experience appreciated. Send all resumes to j.cats." The offer is intriguing to few, and Jade has had radio silence all week since she put them up. Luckily, 5 possible pieces of fresh meat, or 5 possible researchers, are on her porch. Who are these people? So, now it's up to you guys.
Oh boy.
You are fresh meat. I put 4 because I didn't count a Shelza, but it's fine. It's fine. A Shelza doesn't exist. So, anyone want to introduce themselves? Because you're standing on a porch looking at the other 3 people standing on the porch. Shells is not out there for...
Sounds so awkward.
It's
It's like those convention elevators.
Oh god.
My character's name is Charlotte A. Christie. She's 23 years old and she currently works at the pharmacy as a pharmacy tech. She goes to college and she enjoys science.
So Josephine is in her mid-60s. She is tastefully graying, but she's ginger. She is in a sort of white gown that is embroidered near the edge, but it's kind of out of date, a little weird for her to be wearing. And her face is covered in wrinkles.
So Adam is 5'8" of pure sarcasm. He's got a nice tan and a freckled baby face, along with a backpack that he always carries, no matter what the circumstances.
So Arlo is towering over the others, which he seems pretty conscious of. He's kind of slouching, but it's not doing anything to make him smaller. If they were to look up at him, they'd notice that he's very pretty. He's completely unblemished and just has a single mole at the corner of his eye. He's very young, roughly college age, and he has a dark blonde, slightly reddish Rob Lowe mullet, and he's wearing stereotypical 80s clothes like the Levi shorts, and he has a gold cross around his neck.
Okay. So what stands before you is a tall, mildly crooked building that looks as if a child shook it up and set it back down. The
Is it
putrid
like that
Perry...
one Harry Potter house?
Shut the fuck up! No!
Wait, there was
No.
a Harry Potter house that looked like that. I thought there were only 4 houses.
Jenga.
It's the Weasley's house.
I'm gonna beat you all up.
Oh, that one, yes.
Oh.
Oh, there's a name for it.
It's called the Burrow, and I hate that I
Ah.
know that.
The
Fuck you all for making me think about Harry Potter. Okay. The putrid periwinkle color is off-putting, but a rather kind-looking Saint Bernard sits sleepily on the porch to greet you. It's impossible to see inside the building through the windows. They're covered with colorful scarves. Next to the door you're about to knock on is a crooked mailbox with an engraved latch showing an odd little ghost. The knocker itself is a grizzled hand holding a thick brass ring.
Gay little ghost.
Gay little ghost.
Gay little ghost go
ghost.
woo!
Does anyone say hi to the dog?
Yeah, I immediately go up to the dog and begin petting it.
I'll
yeah.
awkwardly wave at it.
Hey Kai, does the dog have a name tag? Does the dog have a name?
You can check. He has a collar on.
Yes.
You can check.
What's his name?
Okay.
I
Does he
did-
have a name tag?
I'm stalling because I didn't name it.
Fuck.
Let's just call him Bernard because he's a Saint Bernard, and I think it's funny.
Alright.
Bernard.
I have nicknamed Bernard. Big B.
Big B.
Big B.
I walk up to the dog, I check the name tag, immediately go, "What's up, Big B?" and begin petting him.
Well,
Great.
can I take a fat? You said there was a knocker on the door, right?
Yeah.
Can I take a fat swing at the knocker?
Yes, you can take a fat swing at the knocker. So the door creaks open, and what you guys see inside is there's a young woman sitting in a living room, which, as you look around, it's a fucking mess. A bomb could have went off inside, and you wouldn't really be able to tell. It's cozy, but actually kind of just nasty. It conveniently has 3 couches for you to come and sit on. You can't bring the dog inside, though, Tyler. I feel like I should say that. Bernard stays outside. Bernard is outside, dog.
Why does
Why is
Damn.
Bernard being outside a constant? Why does he have to be out there? Why can't
Because
he come inside?
It's like my porch cat.
What if it's cold?
if you're cold,
August?
he's cold. Bring him inside. It is August.
August?
Oh, it's August? Okay.
Yeah, Bernard is not cold.
He's just a big man.
Also, inside you can tell that the girl is not alone inside. There's a presence in the corner of the room, and it's got rancid vibes. Just absolutely rancid vibes.
I love that.
Like,
I want to meet this rancid vibe thing.
Not comfortable with the rancid vibe.
I like how I imply you all should go sit down, but just crit immediately. I will see what the rancid vibes are. No, in the corner is a very short, terrifying looking little man. They have purple hair, are wearing fishnets, a gone fishing hat, and a tank top.
I love this already.
That says
Gone fishing.
Does it say women want me, fish fear me on it?
No!
Yes!
No!
Well, I don't know. You didn't say what your tank top had on it.
I did. It said this is my human costume.
Fuck you. Okay, that's a Shelza.
My character is crossing their legs, crossing their arms, just holding their sunglasses and just putting them on the bridge of their nose and just staring at them. This entire group that just walked in.
How tall is the
I
Shelza?
thought he was just 5 foot straight. Okay.
5 foot, sure.
Okay,
Let's
I
say
thought
5
that's
foot.
what we had said, but never mind. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So, basically, the girl is sitting at the table, and she just looks so fucking tired. She waves over for Shelza's character to come over and just goes, "Hello, I'm Jade. You sent me your resumes. This is my roommate, for lack of a better word. Would you like to introduce yourself?"
Bonsoir.
I already fucking hate this. Show canceled. Fuck you.
Bonsoir to you too.
I go by many names. At the current, it is salmon. Salmon fish.
Salmon.
What's the name?
Spelled SAIMPHIS.
You forgot the N. That's how you spell that.
No, I did
That's
not.
how you spell your
No,
name.
I did. What are you talking about?
You'd think, for being so stupid looking, you'd at least not be illiterate, but God, you fucking are.
Oh god, he's illiterate.
Fuck, okay. I swear to God, everything else is written completely dead seriously. Ashulza just made me do that.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Okay. So, Jade spreads out some like tarot cards on the table in front of her that has like a really shitty. You can tell it's from like Poundland. It's a scarf that's made to look spooky, but probably just from Spirit Halloween.
Excuse me, if I may inquire, what is Poundland?
It's the dollar store.
Yeah, what's
It's like the
Poundland?
dollar
Oh, it's the dollar.
Oh.
it's a real store. It's just like Europe's dollar store.
Pound.
Which, by the way,
Oh, okay.
I didn't mention we're all British.
Pound Town.
Oh boy.
Pound town. And so she spreads out some tarot cards on the table and she goes, I also have one other roommate, though I have to summon him. And she just starts going full demonic chanting. Full on chanting.
I like where this is going.
Salmon starts clapping
Just
and like clapping and snapping.
Just gonna start backing away. The vibes of this is weird.
she pulls out a glass ball and she is chanting over it and it like lights up a little bit and there's definitely a fog in the room now. And out from the fog pops what looks like a very, very tall, in comparison to salmon fish, plague doctor ghost, who just immediately falls on the table.
You good?
Like,
You good?
All right.
First onto the table,
He
like no stability.
Does he need medical attention? He fell on the table.
So he appeared above the couch, and it was obvious he was aiming for the couch, but immediately fell on the fucking table.
Unfortunately.
Salmon starts making grabby hands and walks over.
The plague doctor lifts up his stupid plague doctor mask and is just like a normal dude underneath, and just is like, "Hi."
A normal dude under a plague doctor mask.
I know, it's a shock, isn't it? It's a shock. Plague doctors had faces.
No.
This is news to me.
So
Now they're bird people.
Bird people, bird people.
So the ghost just sits down he gets off the table, like brushes off, pats Salmon's head, and just sits down next to Jade on the other couch. He's like, "Hi." It's fine now. I guess that's the voice.
There is so much going on in this like 30 seconds.
Yes, this is all taking place in like 30 seconds. And it's just like, have you ever been to a job interview this fun?
Obviously.
No, obviously.
I don't know. There's been some pretty intense job interviews.
Okay. So the ghost he stands up and holds out a ghost hand that you're definitely not gonna be able to shake it. And he goes,
I kind of want to shake it.
you can try shaking it, but your hand's gonna go right through.
Aw,
He's a ghost.
damn.
They're a ghost. Anyway, so they just say, "Hello, I am Doctor. Salmon is unfortunately my spouse."
Salmon makes grabby hands at Doctor.
They're married.
They're married.
We're
I haven't had a chance to actually read any of your interviews though, so if you'd introduce yourselves, that'd be very nice because we're not going to have time for a full job interview. You're going to have to start working very quickly.
Hello there. My name is Arlo, and I quite alarmed with everything going on right now. But I am excited for the job.
British bitch.
I mean,
Wait, do we have to be British?
It was a ghost.
No.
Okay.
Lou just does that.
I'll
Don't
get out my
worry.
old Mayrin voice from
Oh
2016.
No.
Oh boy. Yes. Hello. I am Josephine, and I saw this application. I cannot explain what just happened, but I like Doctor. He seems nice.
And not me.
You.
And not me. What the fuck?
What can I say? You were wearing a hat that says, or a shirt that says, "Women want me, fish fear me."
Mm-hmm.
No, it
It's a
says this
state-
is my human
is
costume.
my-
I lied. I'm sorry.
It's a statement.
Statement, please.
Oh, how
Corinne, you can
unfortunate.
go next.
Okay, cool. Hi, my name is Charlotte. I work at British CVS, and I just need an escape.
What's wrong with Brit? What is if I may ask, what is wrong with British CVS?
What do you think is? What do you think's wrong with it?
I don't know. I have never been inside a CVS.
What, are you too rich to shop at CVS?
What is a CVS?
Everything is wrong with British CVS.
Oh yeah, it's the 80s. Why? Wait, when was CBS founded?
I don't know. I
70s?
I needed to look it up before I went through with the CVS thing.
Let me look up.
If I may inquire, what is a CVS?
It started in the 60s. We're good, baby.
Okay.
Okay, cool. We kept that timeline fine. I did learn that we're 2 years off from being able to have a Garfield landline. That's probably the worst part of any of the decisions I've
Oh,
made in writing
sad.
this.
No.
Anyway.
Can we invent Garfield?
Yeah.
No, Garfield exists. Just the landline phone that
Oh.
is shaped like Garfield came out in 1986. This
Oh,
is
that
1984.
They put it out 2 years earlier, so it would fit with the
Yeah.
Get with it, Garfield creators.
All right, Tyler's the last one.
Sorry.
What's your name, Tyler? What's your name?
I'm sorry, I laugh like this. Hi, my name is Adam. The reason that I'm here is just because I saw this, ad, and I thought it sounded interesting, and it's certainly shaping up to be an interesting experience.
Adam, do you have a last name?
No.
Powerful.
I didn't say my last name
It is
either.
hard.
I don't think any of us
Fine.
did.
I wanted to bring up the fact that on his resume, this is Jade speaking, I wanted to bring up the fact that Adam just straight up didn't put a last name. You all have last names on file. He just doesn't have one.
No last name.
Didn't put pronouns either.
Vibe. Just let him vibe.
I'm editing it. There we go.
I just redacted those are your pronouns.
No name.
Do not refer to me.
Do not.
Listen, some other fun things from the resumes, so Jade's sitting on the table, flipping through them, because Doctor didn't get to read them, but Salmon and Jade have. Salmon's resume simply reads, Salmon fish, aged, experience with supernatural, yes. What drew you to this job? It's in my fucking house. Any history we should know about? Yes. What is your fear? Cars.
Ken.
What is kinning? What is kinning?
1980s kin?
1980s.
I hate this.
It's already shaping up pretty bad. Jade claps her hands and puts the papers down on the table and goes, as you can tell, this is obviously not a standard job. If the name itself of paranormal investigator wasn't already enough to clue you in. Recently, you might have heard that a movie called Ghostbusters came out.
Yeah.
We're going there.
So-
What's wrong with
The
the
police of
marshmallow
Ghostbusters.
man?
Yes, the one with the marshmallow
The
man.
Marshmallow Man?
Marshmallow
I'd like
Man.
to meet
He
the
blew
Marshmallow
up.
Man.
He was
Marshmallow
giant,
Man.
and he walked through the city.
Thank you. Yes, that's the one. Thank
I've
you
actually
for
never
clarifying.
watched Ghostbusters.
Neither have I.
It just
Hooray!
came
You've never
out.
seen Ghostbusters?
Good watch. Highly recommend. Those men are spicy.
Sam, if you refer to one more thing as spicy, I'm locking you in a basement. With the release of Ghostbusters, though, it sparked an epidemic of urban exploring around the town, and the mayor decided to try and make a task force to deal with all the ghosts that they're making come up with urban exploring, and that task force kind of double-crossed him. So then the only other person that could be asked to do it was me, because I've been advertising my spirit medium practice for like 5 years and no one has asked. But on that topic, I have been trying to experiment more with ghosts in the science realm, so I'm using you as live bait.
Oh boy.
Alright. Sounds normal.
Yes, I mean, isn't capitalism just using people in a job as live bait?
You realize if anything happens to me, the rent in this place is going to go down to the floor.
Oh boy, rent.
You
Oh,
own
no,
this
the
place.
problem
I
is-
don't pay rent.
Yes, and
I
who's
don't
going to
pay
pay for
rent.
it when I'm gone? Not to
I don't
not to the
pay-
dude.
When you say the rent
doesn't
of the
want it.
flat's going to go down to the floor, that means it's going to be very cheap.
Yeah,
I do not
Like, what
understand.
level are
words.
we talking? Like, what floor level?
You think I know what a realtor is? What is a bourgeoisie?
God fucking damn it.
It's
Jade just like
it's the things the birds work for, honey.
Oh, yes, the birds. I forgot.
Is Reagan president right now? Wait.
Yes, it's the 80s. Yes. Wait, when was the Cuban Missile Crisis?
That was in the 60s.
I'm
That was with JFK.
okay. I'm getting them.
What,
I'm gonna
JFK?
cry.
why did that spark your interest?
Okay, I
Who is JFK?
Okay, if we're done talking about the Cuban Missile Crisis. So Jade stands up and Doctor follows her, and together they wheel out a cork board that it's like a movie cork board. It has the red string connecting.
Where
Push
was the
pin
wheel
sort
out
of
of? Are
situation.
we in like a living room?
Yeah, there's a closet.
Okay.
It's a fold-up cork board. Fuck you.
Aren't those cork? How big is that closet? Corkboards are big.
Very
Enough
big.
to fit 2 people.
It's a big closet.
That's a
Don't
big
ask
closet.
questions.
The less I hear about salmon fish, honestly, the better. Slams her hand on the cork board and just goes, "There's one problem though. Since none of you actually came when the job offer actually said, the next ghost is gonna break out in like a day. You guys need to go figure this shit out like
I am
by
not that
tonight."
prepared.
I like a challenge.
I'm good with quick work.
Great, cool.
Ghost breaking out.
Basically what we've found out from the last ghost breaking out, is that ghosts stay where they are most filled with emotional instability. But if they get too powerful feeding on that emotional instability, they can leave that area, and it is much harder to catch something when it can go anywhere. And may I remember, ghosts go through walls. And just Doctor goes up and down, like, through the ceiling and comes back down just to demonstrate.
There'd be a lot of ghosts at middle schools then, because if it's like a high emotional
I figure-
turmoil, or no.
How many kids are dying in middle
That's
school?
Yeah.
true.
Quite a lot.
Well, they
Quite a
should
lot.
stop that.
So Doctor brushes himself off after going through the ceiling and coming back down and just goes, "Now, emotional instability isn't always a bad thing. Powerful emotions keep me here, too. It means I can't leave the house."
You can't
But
leave me,
I-
bitch.
quite the interesting relationship between the two of you.
What's tying you to this house? I wanna hear the character story.
What's tying me into this house is this wedding ring. And he shows off a little ghost wedding ring.
Amazing. Is that from Tiffany?
I mean, I'm a plague doctor. I don't. What's a Tiffany?
true.
It's from the 12th
Context.
century, honey.
The 12th century.
It's
I always failed my
Yes.
reading comprehension tests.
Did I?
now powerful emotions can be great on one thing, and I'm not actively trying to break out of this house. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to leave, but I also know how to use a TV, which I'm cool with staying in here if I get to learn new human technology. And Jade brings me back watches.
Ooh, watches.
And he rolls up his little ghost sleeve to show a ghost watch.
Yes.
It's so charming.
Yeah, he has a lot of fun ghost clothes.
Ghost clothes, nice.
How does
So-
a ghost wear clothes?
If you want to,
How
I mean-
how does he put on the clothes if they're human?
okay, so he has an explanation. He'll explain that. If you want to know how a ghost wears clothes, the answer is you have to kill the clothes. So you put the clothes through the shredder, and then they go in my little ghost closet, and then I put them on, and then they're ghost clothes.
What's your little ghost
And he, like-
closet?
That makes total sense. I love that. You just run a t-shirt through a shredder, and it just happens. That's amazing.
Yeah, a shredder.
We-
Mhm. A shredder.
We have done that, but me and Salmon got married after I died. So we took a ring and we
Yes.
took a really big hammer
Oh.
and we hit it, and that's how we figured out how to break a ring. And we figured that would work with other things. And he snaps his fingers, and out pops like a ghostly wardrobe, and it opens up. Like, he doesn't have to open it; it magically opens up, and inside is just a plethora of ghost clothes
It's amazing.
and plethora of ghost shoes.
So happy for your ghost marriage.
Thank you. We've been together for 15,000 or
15,000? You're that old.
1,500 years, dear.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Anniversary presents.
He also lifts the so he's in a plague doctor robe. He lifts the tip of it to just show off some really, really nice ghost cowboy boots.
What?
Yeah.
With little spurs.
They have little spurs.
First, that jingle, jangle, jingle.
So Jade cuts between Doctor and your little group and just goes, "Okay, we need to focus. Everyone, follow Doctor to Salmon and Doctor's armory filled with weapons from the last 1,500 years."
Armory.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So, Doctor leads you down a dark set of stairs into a wide stone room. Everything's pretty gray, but there are shelves and shelves, almost like a library, of weapons, musical instruments, anything that would have been found within the last 1,500 years, of just things that would be used in a war. So, you see a trumpet that looks like it could have been in the 7 Years' War, and there's also a mandolin laying on the back wall, and there are some names inscribed on the side of it. Yeah, it's a war mandolin.
A
Somewhere in the
mandolin?
back, just a war mandolin. A war
A mandolin.
mandolin. War mandolin. Well, now you guys, you can go around and choose some weapons. You guys already chose weapons on your sheets, but you can find some weapons in here.
What is a mandolin?
That Coretta's musical. I'm very excited about that.
Doctor goes over and picks it up and just strums it and is like, "Let's go beat some ass."
Whoa.
Key is that?
I don't know. Any key.
E sharp.
Ooh.
E sharp. Let's go beat some ass. Well, it says here. I mean, Garrett,
Yes.
do you want the hunting rifle on the
I
wall?
don't want the hunting rifle on the wall.
Do you want the hunting rifle on the
I
wall?
You should take the hunting rifle on the wall. Gary.
Well,
Okay,
how
great,
old is it?
great.
How old is it?
Probably last 500 years.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Time.
Let's
Recent?
take it. Recent enough.
Recent enough.
But it's not a musket, please. That's just gonna be annoying.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it's not a musket. Like it's a straight up hunting rifle, but it's not a
war type speed.
Musket.
Oh,
No, this room has everything from like that musket, or not that musket, but muskets to brass knuckles, and in the corner you can also probably see a giant sword that's like that Final Fantasy sword.
That's mine. No one touch that.
Arlo's just gonna walk over and just put his finger on the sword. Just
Salmon starts barking. No! Mine!
Barking?
If you're gonna bark, you have to bark.
No! Give it!
Huh?
I'm just imagining this little 5-foot person like on all fours just barking.
He's like 6'5", isn't he?
Not salmon.
Salmon's like 5'2", and Arlo's 6'5".
Just spider crawling. Give me.
I wouldn't test salmon.
I want to touch salmon. Can I give salmon a little poke?
Well, of course you would.
Can I give salmon a little poke, a little job,
Would you do that?
I feel like we have established. I feel like everyone needs to know Garrett's character is like a 65-year-old woman.
Oh!
Yeah, I feel like parts of this. When you guys were introducing yourselves, I was hoping you'd kind of describe this more, but no. Yeah.
Yes.
Garrett's like a 65-year-old woman with a hunting rifle now poking salmon fish on the floor.
Okay.
Salmon makes like a motion to like bite, but like more of a warning bite, not actually like trying to bite.
I bite as warning.
I put this warning.
I will remove myself from poking salmon, as it seems quite dangerous.
Salmon stands back up and goes.
Doctor puts a hand on Salmon's head like a stop.
And Salmon starts vibrating. Doctor gives Salmon pat.
Huh? Undertale?
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to talk about the weapons they pick up? I have weapons written down for you guys, but I
I can
mean,
get the weapons from this room too. I just know Arlo can't.
Do I have any weapons? I don't
I
know
don't
if I
actually-
established this.
I don't think you did actually. No.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Is this you? No, this is Tyler. Tyler has a Glock.
I do have a Glock. It's a 9mm.
Baby with block. What will he do?
You also have an assault rifle. I assume you don't get this through this room of ancient weapons. You probably just have that.
Yeah.
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 The knife I can
Yeah.
get from the room, though. The knife I'll take.
I'll take the brass knuckles. I'll be an old woman who kicks ass.
Yes.
Do you have just like a baseball bat with nails in it?
Doctor just goes, I have a baseball bat and nails.
I can
and a
DIY
hammer."
that. This is fun. Give me it.
He hands over the supplies and
Thank you, Doctor.
Charlotte's just going at it with a hammer.
Okay, I love it. Hammering is great. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be done.
Arlo just like looks over at Charlotte and it's just like, I like her.
Oh, I like her.
So Doctor goes over to the backpack that Tyler had on his person, or Adam. Excuse me. Adam had on his person and like starts digging through it, but like ghost digging through it. So like just his head is immediately in the bag, but you can't see what's in it. And he goes, "Holy fuck, something's alive in here!"
Oh, that's Lil Floppa. Don't mind her. Lil
He
Floppa.
unzips the bag and a bunny pops out wearing a little shirt that is matching Adam's shirt.
Oh my god.
If anything happens to this bunny, I will kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Upon the discovery of Lil Floppa, Doctor like bounces off of the floor and up through the ceiling and sticks his head up, but like his body is still down there, and you can just hear him go like, "Jade, holy fuck, there's a rabbit down here!" And she kind of sticks her head through the door and goes, "In an animal." What? Guess you guys have a mascot now. It's this bunny in a shirt.
We have a mascot.
she comes down there and it just looks very, very stern. Please note, she's also very tiny. Like, she's very stern, but she's very young. And you don't know why she, of all people, would be running a ghost hunting business. But she just, okay, chop chop, guys. I got you a company car. You're not gonna like it. Please just go outside if you have weapons, because this thing is gonna explode in like 12 hours, and I really don't want to go to jail.
That is no problem. I can drive.
Oh, geez. It was gonna be between you and Lil Floppa driving, because I know for a fact multiple of these characters cannot drive and or are afraid of cars.
I hate cars, but you gotta drive.
I would like to drive. I do not. How does one get a license in
1980. You got your time wrong.
How does one get a license in 1986 London?
It's 1984.
Have you never seen the Goldbergs? That gives you at least some understanding.
What's the Goldbergs?
It's a TV show on the 80s. I was raised on everything my parents were raised on, so I have like a decent amount of 80s knowledge.
80s things I know, and I don't even know if it qualifies as Thundercats.
Yeah.
No, it does.
Oh, good, it does.
Okay, so she just starts ushering you guys back up the stairs, and outside is a pastel blue Volkswagen Bug, but it's completely studded.
Yeah.
There's spikes coming out of it. And if any of you turn to look at her, she just sighs and goes, "It's Doctor's car. I don't own a car."
Damn, you had that shit during the Black Plague.
You had that shit during... No, I didn't have it during the Black Plague. I bought it like a citizen, like how I bought this house.
You bought a car?
Yes.
Like,
don't ask questions. That's just cool.
You didn't question why I had a baseball bat, but you're gonna question why I bought a car?
Can you operate
You also didn't question that he was a ghost.
Yeah, it's a ghost hunting company run by a ghost. I like how no one has brought that up yet. I didn't have an answer, but I
know where he belongs.
I just try not to judge.
He's got all the information. He would know.
He doesn't have hubris. That's why he's okay.
I just try not to judge people. Jeez.
Salmon opens up the back of this Volkswagen and closes the back on him.
I don't think you can drive.
I can't. No. I sit in the trunk.
You sit in the trunk?
I sit in the trunk.
I was expecting you to sit on a lap. You're scared of cars. I figured you needed to be held like a baby. But I guess I underestimated. Okay, he's in the trunk now. All right, we're in the trunk.
Where are we going?
Yeah, where are we going?
So, Jade gives you an address and some directions on, like, printed out paper, but she didn't get these off a computer. You have no idea where they came from. And
Google
she's
Maps.
like, 1980s Google Maps. Just follow the red line down the streets and you'll be fine. It's about a 20-minute drive. It's okay. But if the shit does go south, Adam has a gun. Use it. I don't want you coming back. And she just closes the door.
She's fun.
Doctor sticks his head, like, so it's just his face outside the door with the knocker, like, right between his eyeballs. And he just goes, "Good luck!"
Thank you, Doctor.
And he, like, fades back in.
I really like how your audio cut out.
Good luck! Alright, so, what do you do on your 20-minute car drive?
I take little Floppa out of the bag and I hold her in my lap.
Arlo?
Okay.
Do you guys like Depeche Mode?
Listen. Please listen to me right now. Arlo has sat in the shotgun, one, because Arlo is way too tall for the back seat, but two, because Arlo is touching the radio and putting on the hits. You know what is number one hit right now? Careless Whisper by Wham.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Wham wrote that?
Yes, it's George Michael.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I told Lou the date, and they immediately looked up all of the songs, and they've been sitting on that one.
Careless Whisper is playing throughout most of this car ride.
I turn it up.
Damon starts banging on like the trunk between the seats area and say,
"Is he banging to the beat?"
Tainted love.
My tainted love. Wait. It's the radio. They can't choose.
As
we try.
That's peasant talk. Fix it.
Peasant talk.
Peasant talk.
Can I rummage around the car and find something fun?
Yes. There's probably nothing in it. It's a car owned by a ghost who can't leave his house, but you can look for something fun. Maybe Salmon left something in there.
What is something that would be left in this car that is fun?
Seat.
A receipt for just apple juice. Like so much apple juice.
You can read.
So 35 gallons of apple juice.
Yeah.
Like that one video.
and like one egg.
Yeah. One.
One.
Took it out of the carton of eggs and you just bought one egg.
I'm not gonna
Okay,
eat
that
them.
what I'm
He's not gonna eat them.
But you didn't want someone to think, oh, it's so weird that they're buying 35 gallons of apple juice.
No,
they need to be buying some kind of food, so you bought one egg.
No, they didn't care. They just wanted to have the egg.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
They don't care about
He's a bird. It's his baby.
When them eggs are fun.
Does that mean that
They're very
unfortunately the egg is still in here?
They're good at property damage.
So also in the backseat, if you look some more, there's probably some schematics for technology, from the weirdest eras. There's the blueprints for a rotary phone next to the blueprints for a fishing rod. The weirdest assortment of items with handwriting that looks like a doctor. An old-fashioned plague doctor has written you a prescription and you cannot read a fucking word of it.
Wonderful.
Also, I'm taking this from real life. In the side compartments of the door, there's a bunch of headless Barbies.
Fun.
I would like to take out one of the headless Barbies.
Headless Barbie.
Can I keep the headless Barbie on my person?
Yeah, sure.
I'm taking one of the headless Barbies.
Put it in your inventory. Write that shit down.
Do they have
Seems
Barbie
important.
heads? Or is it just headless Barbies? Or
The heads
there
are
too?
somewhere in the car.
I feel like
Okay.
it's one side. I feel like one side compartments have the heads, the right side has the heads, and the left side has the
Can
bodies.
someone hand me a Barbie head?
You're driving.
I need it.
Also, half the Barbies' heads are either cut off or just they're a rat's nest, and they're just
That's fine. I want to put it on the baseball bat.
So you're moving through the suburbs of a rundown area. It's a small neighborhood with whitewashed walls that now seem to have hard water stains and gray sludge up the sides of them. The grass everywhere is pretty dry and gray, and the signs are all broken down and pushed away from the center of the neighborhood. The neighborhood is surrounded by a lush forest that has a deep, dark river running through it, cutting the neighborhood in half. Following the river leads to a small park set on top of a hill, and even the trees seem to lean away from the park. Gray clouds are making the afternoon seem even darker than it's already supposed to be. It's almost pitch black, but it's probably only 3 or 4 p.m. It shouldn't be that dark out. There's no one around, by the way.
Around, so we're just driving to an empty neighborhood. Yeah. Abandoned empty, or just people not home empty?
It looks evacuated.
Okay.
There's before you get into this area where you would see this, you saw some people not really running in a panic or anything, but probably leaving.
Where's the ghost supposed to be?
So you don't know where the ghost is because Jade wasn't told. She was told the general area of where the ghost was, but she just gave you the map to here. You're probably gonna have to look around and figure out if there's any clues about what the ghost wants and where it is.
Salmon fucking breaks out the trunk and just rolls out and just gymnast lands. Okay, let's go kill this ghost.
I'm not even gonna touch that one. So, from here you guys have a couple options. You can choose where you poke around, you can try and catch up with one of those people who were walking away before. You know, it's kind of up to you what you do.
I'll do that. I'll go. Well, are they like, you said they're walking away. Are they like purposefully walking away from this area for some reason, or are they just walking?
They look like they're probably leaving. They have like a backpack of stuff.
Do they look like nervous?
Probably a little bit. It's a dude. Let's go with it's a guy. And he's got like a backpack and maybe a duffel bag, and he's like kind of got a dog on a leash, and it seems like he's like herding the dog away, but he's not like leaving quickly.
Yeah, I kind of want to go talk to him, see what's up.
Yeah, I'll follow Charlotte.
All right, cool. Let's go see what's up.
I'm gonna go with the two of them too.
All right.
Okay.
I will stay at the house and start rattling the doorknobs.
So there's a bunch of houses, but I'm gonna do the talking first, and then I'll go back to what Garrett's doing. Before I do, Adam, where do you go? Are you gonna stick with one of those parties?
I'll go talk to the guy.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay.
Horrible.
Leave the 65-year-old woman on her fucking own. Okay.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, she's a 65-year-old woman with brass knuckles. She'll be
She's got
okay.
brass knuckles. This will work out.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I want to make you roll anything for this.
We can do investigate a mystery, I think.
Yeah, I was stuck between that and read a bad situation. I'll probably have Garrett do that one. So, you're gonna roll plus sharp. And for people who haven't played Monster of the Week, it's not like a d20 or anything. You just need 2 6s. So if you want to use a random number generator on your computer or something, it's just 2 d6s.
I'll roll.
My dice are somewhere. I'll just look it
Oh
up.
fuck, that one fell. That doesn't count.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, and I don't remember what your sharp
Yeah,
skill
man.
is.
0.
I failed.
0, so I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to just roll 2 dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 d6s.
Okay.
Don't be a slut.
Okay, according to random.org, I got 2 2s.
Oh yeah. So Corinne and I
that's not great.
failed. Salmon passed, but mixed success.
Okay.
I got a 3 and I got a 5.
Mixed success.
Okay, an 8. And then what's your sharp, Tyler?
My what?
Wait, I have his paperwork. Oh, actually, Tyler got the highest roll, and it pushed you guys up to a pretty good success.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make this guy not be a dick to you.
Yeah.
And I totally failed. So
yeah.
Charlotte and Arlo are just like walking up, like
I like trip, like walking up there.
Hey, traumatized person, tell me your secrets.
What seems to be the problem?
So the guy stops when you guys show up, and he goes, "Were you just in a car covered in spikes?"
yes, it's pretty neat, isn't it?
It's fashion. Look it up.
It's couture.
He sets down his bags for a sec, and he like looks back, and he looks back at you, and he goes, "Are you guys here to deal with the thing and the stuff? I don't know. They told us to evacuate, but I didn't come home until really late. I guess something happened. I wasn't here. Do you have any information?"
We just heard there's like a ghost or something. So yeah, we're here to deal with it.
Ghosts
Like
aren't
the
real. Ghosts aren't
Ghostbusters.
fucking real.
Then why are you evacuating?
I don't know. I'm not a government denier. Let's go with that. If the mayor says maybe evacuate that part of town, I'm just gonna go stay with my girlfriend for a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna test that.
When did you guys start when was the evacuation like order? Was that recent?
It was pretty recent. I was at work, so when I came home, everyone was gone, and there were evacuation orders put on our doors.
Oh, wow.
So I just grabbed some shit, grabbed my dog.
Mm-hmm.
This is Poochie the dog.
Love the name.
And I'm just walking 2 neighborhoods over, basically.
Has there ever been like any weird experiences in your neighborhood before? Like, have you ever had anything similar to this?
Well, I moved in pretty recently, but from what I can tell, not a lot of people go to the park in the middle of town. I figured kids would play there a little bit, but it seems kind of weird, so nobody really goes over there.
Like, kind of run down, or?
Yeah, just nobody really acknowledges it. I always figure I should look over and see some kids or something on the playground, but no. Got a creepy church, and I feel like most people with, common sense. They're like, oh, creepy abandoned church. I'm not gonna go over there.
Oh, there's a creepy abandoned church by the park?
Oh, there's a church.
Well, that's interesting. How many people live in this neighborhood, would you say? It's kind of a big neighborhood, small neighborhood?
About 20 people, give or take, depending on how big the families are. There's about 10 houses, average 2 people living in each one.
So it's a little small.
Yeah, I would say so. My house didn't get that messed up. I'm on the edge of the neighborhood. My house is over there, and he points at a house. And while it looks a little tilted away from, like, how all the other ones are blown back, his looks relatively fine.
When you say messed up, what exactly do you mean? Like, did something happen here?
Again, I have no idea, but look over there, and he, like, points, and there's just, like, a decimated house with, like, nothing. It's just the it's just the bare level. And he's like, I mean, that one seemed to get the blow of it. Looks like a bomb went off or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I assume that's the end of Man and Poochie. Man doesn't have a name, he just leaves.
It's M-A-N-N.
Yeah, that's his name.
Not Guy? That's an actual name. His name's Guy Man.
Guy Man!
Hell yeah.
With Poochie the dog. With Poochie the dog. Okay, so, Garrett, I'm gonna have you roll on... Actually, first, so there's a couple houses, and you choose a couple. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the ones on the outskirt, or the ones closer to the creepy church in the center of the neighborhood?
Let's go, creepy church.
You can't go to the creepy church yet. You probably don't want to go.
The ones closer by that.
Okay. So that's where the house that's just straight up the foundation of a house is left. And then there's also another one that looks really pristine for this area, because most of the other ones in here are very tilted. But then one of them's just standing upright. And then there's the, destroyed one.
Let's go start looking at that pristine one, see what's up with it.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll plus sharp.
Plus sharp. 2 and a 5.
So 7. Oh, and then you have +1, so that bumps you up to an 8. Mixed success. So, this one, the door is open. Like, not really on its hinges, but...
Yeah.
This one, it's... The windows are busted out, and going inside, there's a set of stairs that lead up to a door that just has, like, a piece of butcher paper on it that just says Nancy's room. Everything inside seems relatively clean, but pretty dusty, unlived in. In the back, there's some other rooms, and upstairs with the room with the butcher paper door, there's a couple other rooms, like a bathroom and probably a master bedroom. So yeah, what do you do? So, do you go in the room with the butcher paper on the door?
Sure.
And
Nancy.
My grandma's name.
Well, so there's a bunch of things in the room. There's a bookshelf, a closet, a window, and a desk, a bed, and some plants in the window. What do you want to look at?
Let me rummage through the desk.
So the window over the desk is tightly closed. It would need to be open to really bring any good light inside, because it's tinted weird already.
Okay.
But and inside the desk there is a diary with a closed lock. And everything is covered in a lot of dust, you've noticed. Like,
ooh, dust. I love dust.
Everything's neatly made and cleaned, but it seems like no one's been in here for a really long time. The desk just has some, like, books, some paper on it. Nothing really that monumental.
Yeah.
If you find a key for the diary, you could probably open it, or you could just try jimmying the lock, but,
I reached the lock with my brass knuckles.
You know what?
Just beat up the book.
Probably work.
Roll 2 d6s.
Swing
Roll
up the
2 d6s right fucking now. Because if this is how...
Some ass.
Yeah, this is gonna be a kick some ass roll.
A 5 and a 6.
11.
Okay, so you bust it open. Most of the diary is pretty empty. Like, it seems like they started using it, but then stopped.
Okay.
The lock is just fucking gone now. You turned that shit into dust.
Decimated.
Yes. This was clearly Nancy's diary, and a couple entries just show that she was probably like, they don't have like seniors in high school, but she probably would have just graduated high school.
Okay.
The dates are for 1950, June of 1950 through probably like January of 1952. But it's obvious she didn't keep it very much because there's only about 20 entries between those two time periods.
Okay, Well, if I may imply is Nancy dead? Can I get any information else on Nancy from this diary?
It mostly is just about like her time in high school. Like there's not a lot of important information. The name Thomas comes up a couple times, and like it's very clear she was a pretty good student. There's not a lot of like problems with her. It seemed like she had a good family life, but no, yeah, all her stuff is still here, so I mean, draw your conclusions as you will.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume Nancy like bit the dust. Like 1952, that's almost 34 years after.
I mean, if she was alive, she'd probably be as old as you, Josephine, so.
Yeah.
It's 1984, not 1986.
It's fine, who cares? 1986 is when the Garfield cat became a thing. Or the Garfield phone became a thing, so it's still important.
Garfield phone.
Lemon Demon.
Oh, gosh.
Is there anything else in the room that seems of significance? Can I check the bookshelf?
Yes. So the bookshelf has textbooks, college application stuff on it, like put in little pamphlets. There's some fairy tales, a lot of which are like princess fairy tales. You can tell that most of these books were probably from the time that Nancy was like a child, because there's like picture books and stuff still, but then there's also like bigger reads up there along with textbooks and stuff. There's a photo, but it's pretty like washed out, but you can tell it's just like a family photo of a girl and two parents standing.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are done in here probably. Let me go to the other bedroom.
So the other bedroom, there's nothing really of note in there. This would have probably been Nancy's parents' room, if you're gonna assume that. It's just the master bedroom. There's nothing really too big in there. There's another family photo that has the same girl as the last one. And besides that, there's nothing really that interesting. All the clothes and stuff are still in the drawers and whatnot, but
okay, so we can assume that this was not evacuated because either they didn't live here or, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Go downstairs.
Okay. So downstairs there's like a little bit of a living room and then a kitchen. There's not a TV in the living room, but you can tell that the couches are like set up around a coffee table, and that's pretty open to where you walked upstairs. Mm-hmm. And then if you go in the back is probably like the kitchen and another bathroom.
Another bathroom?
Are you gonna roll to take another fucking shit?
No, I'm okay. I think I'll leave the house.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Can I go through their fridge?
Yes, you can go into the kitchen. In the kitchen, there is a door frame that has tick marks, with the name Nancy written next to them, probably like showing how she grew up. The fridge is covered with like drawings alongside with report cards and stuff, all labeled Nancy C. Inside the fridge, absolutely just filled with rotted food.
Is there anything of like that I can still eat?
It's all like 30 years old.
It's all 30-year-old food? It's not like a can of beans?
Maybe a can.
Not in the fridge.
It still would be 30 years old.
I mean, maybe there's a can of Spam if you want to really try it, but I would not suggest eating anything in this house.
You could find some World War II rations.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really wanted to test that shit.
Disrespect females, achieve money. Wait, currency.
Nene Papa, why ain't you know Nene Papa,
That's
Nene
it, never
Papa?
mind.
I hate you guys.
Women want me, fish spare me.
Hunter House is an actual play-along podcast produced by Typhonic Ghost and Fern Productions. This story was written by Kai Burns and Ash1P. This episode featured Absolute Loser cosplay as Adam, Lou Farmer as Arlo Jackson, Peachy Pianist as Charlotte Christie, Wayward Comtess as Josephine Austin, Ash1P as Salmon Fish, with Kai Burns as Game Master. Music for the show is produced with the help of Melted Sundrops and Ash1P. To learn more about our game system, Monster of the Week, visit evilhat.com. Thank you for listening.